Kleber.
Yes.
Yep. You can play a little center, too.
He can play a little center, and as I was told by one of his former coaches, he really is a good defender. He can be a better shooter, but at times he actually is hesitant to shoot, to stretch the floor. I recall the one game when he played for Dallas, and he hit some big threes against AD and the Lakers, and hit the big three to win the game. So he's the one that I think Laker fans have forgotten about, and the media, except for me.
He never forgets.
Very humble. I love it. You did take us into our first conversation mentioning Maxi Kleber, because obviously having DeAndre Ayton and Jackson Hayes, the word out there is that they're potentially still looking to add another stretch big. Al Horford is still a name on some people's
You know what I
minds.
like about this, Allie? It'll give LeBron a run for oldest player on the team, because Al Horford is definitely getting up there in years. And why not? You know, those two can go to like AARP meetings together and talk about what protein shakes they're no, of course, this is all good fun. And Al Horford, how is he still in the league? He won a championship with the Florida Gators in like 1974, it feels like. I mean, he's 39 years old. He looks great for Boston. He had to do a lot of spot starts for him, because Porzingis had this mysterious ailment that really sidelined him from the second half of the season onwards. He was in and out of that lineup. And Horford was great. So, yeah, I do see, if you look at that depth chart, definitely there's only 2 centers and 2 point guards. Now, you can't get away with putting Kleber at center, as I mentioned. BT, they do need another point guard, but they have a pretty good point forward in the aforementioned LeBron James. But I like Horford's game. Can hit threes, can block shots. He'd be a nice compliment to those guys. He probably would slide ahead of Jackson Hayes and be their number 2 center.
Yeah, Bill, I like that too, and especially with them being so old together, almost my age. As it turns out that
You guys,
happens.
this clip may make its rounds, and you guys might be the topic at Media Day if you're not too careful.
Well,
careful,
but
BT.
we're being honest, Allie. I mean, if you're old, you're old.
Okay.
Embrace it.
Continue.
I'm cool with that.
You're embracing it.
Every bit of it. The idea that they would get Horford, as you said, Brad, who did play back in, you say 1965?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Now, if you sign with the Lakers, it gives them a stretch 5. He gives them that plays defense
He's had
and
great
rebounds.
years lately.
And he's also a great locker room.
Good dude.
You always need those. You always need guys that if they're not playing 25 minutes a night, they understand you're playing this 15 minutes a night. A few games where you might not play 2 or 3 games in a row because they want to save you for the long haul. I think he would be an excellent addition, but there's no idea what he wants to do right now. And I guess he's just for the plan is to, well, what's the rush? Camp doesn't begin until, what, September 29th?
Yeah, I got 2 months.
So he's got time.
Has that date been made official? September 29th?
I
BT's
wasn't
got
ready to hear that yet.
I was in Las Vegas.
Did you just give something out that no one knew?
Breaking
Around
BT
that
news.
time. Yeah, I think it is September 29th. And I'll be back in Paris on September 30th.
Ripped, looking like Luka. Some other names, when you guys look at this roster of needs, probably a wing defender when you think of a guy like Dorian Finney-Smith now being with the Rockets. D'Anthony Melton, Marcus Smart, Malcolm Brogdon.
Yeah, I mean, the first 2 in
Standing out
particular,
there?
good defenders. Melton, more of a point guard. Smart can play a little 2, maybe some 3. Brogdon I like because he's all offense. And, yeah, this team needs defense. That's probably first on their list, but BT and Allie, number 2 on their list has to be bench scoring. They were dead last in the playoffs in bench scoring. They were second to last in the regular season. Malcolm Brogdon would definitely bring some punch, some scoring punch in there. But, you know, Smart and D'Anthony Melton, they can do it all. I mean, they're good on both sides of the ball. They're not going to be scoring 20 points a game. Gary Payton Jr., Gary Payton II, is another guy you can throw in there. But yeah, they have one more spot. They'd have to waive Shake Melton. It's not a guaranteed contract, so that can be done. Sorry, Shake. And I do think they're going to add either punch off the bench, scoring-wise, or like you mentioned, a little bit more defense because they need some.
Sorry, Shake, huh?
Yeah.
I'm all in on Gary Payton 2. Because I don't want Gary Payton 1 getting mad at.
He will.
And because the one thing they still do need is somebody that can this team was open with the last year, and we know that LeBron is not someone that we want to see out there trying to defend the best players all game long, especially on the wing. GP, too, can do that. And I think he's someone that, and he was also on an organization some years ago in the G League. Found his way to Golden State, got himself a ring, He's athletic. He's still relatively young. I think he would fit the system really well.
Don't forget about Anthony Melton, by the way. He was injured halfway through the season, before the halfway point. So how healthy is he going to be? Hopefully he's okay and ready to go if the Lakers sign him when training camp begins. But that's one little thing to kind of put a con check mark in that list, pros and cons list. He's hurt.
Before we head to break, I apologize to Laker fans that we got to talk about it because it's NBA news. Bradley Beal.
Hello, chào mừng các bạn đã quay trở lại với kênh của mình. Để bắt đầu vào làm thì các bạn sẽ chuẩn bị cho mình những hình tượng như sau nha. Ở đây mình có chuẩn bị một tờ giấy màu tím. Tiếp theo các bạn sẽ chuẩn bị cho mình một cây kéo, một cái bút chì, một cái thước, cuối cùng là một cây sổ băng keo này nhé. Rồi bây giờ mình sẽ dẫn các bạn vào làm. Các bạn sẽ đo cho mình kích thước của cái tờ giấy này là 14 cm nha. Mình sẽ đo cái đo của nó là 40 cm nhé. Sau khi đo xong 3 góc, bây giờ mình sẽ nối cả 3 cái góc đấy của nó vào nhé. Rồi mình đã thành ra được cái ô vuông này rồi. Bây giờ mình sẽ dùng cây kéo này để cắt nó ra nha. Mình đã cắt xong cái ô vuông này rồi. Bây giờ các bạn sẽ cắt thêm cho mình một cái ô vuông nữa nha. Rồi bây giờ mình sẽ hướng dẫn các bạn góc nó như sau. Đầu tiên mình sẽ bắt đầu với tờ giấy này vào. Rồi mình sẽ gập đôi giấy vào hai cái. Bây giờ mình sẽ đắp thêm hết một cái vào cạnh giữa này. Bây giờ các bạn sẽ gấp cái phần một nửa ở bên dưới này cho mình. Mình sẽ gấp cả 4 góc này của nó nhé.